All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time, sometimes even real issues for real people just like you and just like me. You never know what you're going to hear about on this channel, actually, at this point. I'm just a loose cannon. The fuse is lit, folks. It's just time to, really tell things like it is. The Eagles are telling their fans that they must either have a medical test if they're under the age of 12, or they have to have their handy QR code to prove that they did the thing, or possibly even some paperwork. So, so the Eagles, they're doing these shows where they play Hotel California from start to finish, full orchestra, I believe. It's a pretty big deal. Your starting ticket price is probably in the over $100 range. So you're going to pay $100 for them to kind of violate your medical privacy, or force you to do something to yourself that may or may not be beneficial for you. Let's just be honest. The hospital system near where I live, 20%. Now, I know it's not the 80% because everyone will harp on the 80%. But I have a theory as to why it's 80% are the ones that didn't do the thing, but 20% of the people did do the thing. So they're in the hospital. So you deduce what you'd like. You're still going to come up and say, well, see, it's still 20%, folks. Yeah. So this isn't, look, you've been sold all along that, if you do the thing, you'll have your life back. You'll be able to go to the Eagles concert. Now, I wonder if they're going to require face coverings and social distancing, because they really haven't changed. I mean, I read what they tell us, and it's basically the same as last year. You can do some things with permission, with paperwork, and you're saying to me, Dave, this is easy. All you got to do is go do the thing. Go do what everyone else is doing. What's your problem? Oh, I don't know. I like my medical freedom and I don't like all my information everywhere. Do you think that they may scan this code and learn a little bit more than just your history of doing the thing? Does that occur to anyone? I mean, I know data breaches are normal things now. I mean, you hear about it like every week. Oh, somebody's credit card information at this particular vendor or retailer was exposed to the entire planet, but we got it under control. No big deal. So you're not worried at all. You think this is just hunky-dory. You got your $150 ticket in the nosebleed section of, now where's this place up in Seattle? The name of the arena in Seattle, it's called Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena. Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena. I wanted to actually let you know that's where one of these shows is scheduled to be, November 5th. I just, I actually kind of just yearn for the old corporate name, like the Comcast Center, the Infinity Center. Now we've got Seattle's Climate Pledge Arena, where the Eagles are performing. And you have to do the thing in order to get in, or you have to have a test if you're under 12. You have to have a test. You have to take the test and pass the test. And then there are timelines and stuff. Folks, this is insane. This is insane. If people think that this is just a minor inconvenience and, it'll be over, it's never going to end. I keep saying it's never going to end. And for the life of me, I don't understand why more people aren't awake to the notion that most of your freedoms are going bye-bye, bye-bye, freedom of movement, freedom to put into my body what I want. People keep saying my body, my choice. That used to be a great slogan for another issue, and people were in lockstep agreement with that idea. But this idea, people are freaking out. Well, you don't understand. You're putting everyone at risk. No, there's 20% of the people who did the thing, and they're still in the hospital. They did the thing. Okay, I don't understand what it is about this. And by the way, the other 80%, there's a theory in the middle of the summertime when it's the least peak portion of this particular type of medical problem as to why those other people are possibly in the hospital. And I have a theory, and it's a pretty simple theory. The people who did the thing are passing along their thing to the other people who didn't do the thing. Pretty simple theory. And there was a doctor, by the way, who spoke in Indiana before a school board and absolutely just annihilated and destroyed, and did so in a way, too, that's very understandable and very clear. This isn't tinfoil hat stuff. This is actual, doctor stuff. I know you can get a lot of different opinions, but I'd rather hear from just an individual doctor who has a practice, who actually treats patients and so forth. I mean, I know this information isn't going to get to Vince Gill or Don Henley or Joe Walsh or Timothy B. Schmidt, but I think at some point people have to recognize that the world is a little bit more complicated, and you can't just do this one size fits all approach to this particular problem, because guess what? It hasn't worked. It's not working, because here we are. Last year, they told us, 15 days. We haven't flattened that curve yet. That curve is like, and then, we have a lull. And then right before school starts, it just kind of interesting how that happened. But I don't attribute the timing to the school year, although it does seem a little bit suspicious. And most people with a brain that's plugged in, that's working, that hasn't been affected by the thing yet, okay, they would know that maybe we should kind of look into this a little bit and not just take what the news media says at face value. So anyway, if you're planning on going to the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, by the way, if you're going to Seattle, just stay safe. Seattle? Why would anybody want to go to Seattle, okay, or Portland? This is just not a place to have a concert. It should be some beautiful field, open air field out in the Midwest somewhere where people can breathe beautiful fresh air. And if they wanted to, they actually could distance themselves from others, because right now there are a lot of people that I want to stay far away from. And most of those people are the people who did the thing. All right. So there you have it, folks. Crazy video. You never know what you're going to get here. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the new patrons and those kind words from a lot of these patrons. I did have a few other kinds of words, but, this is a family show, so we'll just stop right here.